Hello, ladies and gentlemen, Conrad here. Welcome to Monaco for the Monaco Grand Prix in F1 2017. Let's listen to our voicemail here where we should qualify today.
Hi, how are you? I'm just passing on your qualifying goals for this weekend.
As the ominous thunder strikes in the background, ninth place. And don't forget, we have our new rival, Max Verstappen, who we're currently tied with in the rivalry challenge after our first race together. Let's move on here. We do have ourselves one penalty moving into Monaco with a gearbox change. I actually just used 500 resource points to do an additional gearbox quality improvement. So this should be, by my calculations, the last gearbox penalty we will take. Hopefully. Because it made it 5 races and it needs to make it 6. So hopefully a 22% increase in quality gets us that additional race we needed. Get out of there.
One of the most
Trademark stuff.
circuits on the race.
I was talking too
We
long.
don't need to push too hard in this session. We should have the pace to qualify easily.
Alright, you all know my stance on Monaco. This is the sprint race for the week, though. I wonder why. I wonder why. This is our sprint race, and I don't have a good history with Monaco. The good news is, car has really good pace. I was able to do a 5th place run in the practice qualifying program, and actually I turned the very fastest lap in all of practice. Bad news is, the gearbox failure happened during practice, and I had a couple of incidents kind of related to that, so I did have a few crashes in practice, so it's not been a perfectly clean weekend. Let's get out here and give this a try. I think, again, same thing with Spain, is that I need to learn to be more aggressive with the curbs here. Be aggressive like my force feedback is on this track. Turn 1 has typically been my Achilles heel here. I'm going to try and focus most of my energy on improving that turn. And the other key to the weekend is if I'm going to scrape the guardrail, which I will, I absolutely will, I need to make sure I do it flat. Meaning, that was too deep. Meaning I need to hit it wheel to wheel instead of hitting with the wing first. Because a wheel to wheel scrape with a guardrail, in this video game anyway, you can get away with. Ooh, it got a little loose on the end of there. And out of there. Let's see, if we're in like the 14s, I'll be happy. 14.5. That's acceptable, but I can do better. I did a 13.2 earlier.
Sixth place.
Really? Because it looks like I'm in 5th. Alright, for Q1, P8. How about Alonso sitting there in P6? Apparently the McLaren works pretty well here. That'll be an interesting development. And Verstappen down in 11th, but he ran the Supers. Alright, for Q2, I considered going out here on Supers instead of Ultras, since we're going to have a 5-place penalty. However, looking at my overall pace, I didn't think I was super comfortable with making it through to Q3, which is going to be very important for me. My goal is to have at least a 5th place qualifying effort to try and supplement our 5-place penalty and keep us in the points to start the race. My apologies for how loud the wheel is here. It's just how it is. Loose on me again there in the downhill section. A lot more oversteer than I was experiencing in practice, oddly. Could be the power. You know, you turn the engine all the way up in qualifying. Having to put a lot more power to the ground. Oh, that was a much better bus stop. Is that what they call that? Or do they call it a chicane? Ooh, there's the wheel-to-wheel contact I was talking about. You're gonna hit it. Hit it wheel to wheel with the wall, just like that. Ah, that was a bad exit. That probably cost us to have a second. Get this out of the 13s. 14-1, it's an improvement, but it's not what I wanted. Alright. P6. Yeah, I really need to find that extra half a second. We'll get 2 runs in Q3. Moss up there in 8th. That's encouraging. That's very encouraging. And Verstappen right in front of us. It's okay. What I want to do is make sure I have all the fuel out of it. I think I did. 1 kilogram. That ain't gonna do a whole lot. Alright, I'm gonna go and try and just get a lap in. Take it a little easy. If I can get in the 14s comfortably. And then use the second run to really try and go for it. I think if I can get a good clean lap in without super pushing the car, that should be somewhere in the 6th to 8th range. We shall see. They really let you get away with quite a bit there. As long as you keep the left side tires on asphalt. That seems to be the point at which they deem that too much, is if you get the left sides on the curb. Ooh, I got too much air into there, hitting the jump. There's a big bump on the left side of the track that drivers tend to avoid. I did not. Definitely hurt our sector 1 there. Pretty conservative there, but clean. There as well. That's a turn where there's a lot of time at stake, I believe. What do you mean you're at stake? Hey, we dipped into the 13s. 13-8. I'm happy with that. And now we get to try and do better than that. And the potential is there, I believe.
We're 5th in the speed trap, 273.8 kilometers per hour.
I've never heard that call before. that was a new one by me. Oh, Massa. Why? Why? I guess I'm just gonna hit the brakes. Well, he's pitting here. I don't think he's on a non-lap. We'll take it a little easy. Keep the tires cool anyway. Yeah, I do think he just pulled off, so we're good. Alright, here we go. Not as much curve there, and it got sideways on me too, so that may have sealed our fate, but we'll see. Which means I'm gonna really drive this thing hard for the rest of the lap. As you can tell. A scrape of the wall here, a scrape of the wall there is actually not the end of the world for a lap. Not as good of an exit. I didn't get straight to the gas. I kind of checked it a few times. Ooh.
We have 2 laps of fuel remaining.
That was dicey. Oh, I pushed the brains out of this car in this last sector, but I think I lost it all there. Yeah, pretty much mirrored laps. I'm gonna go again, just to see. Pushed it even harder through turn 1 there. Ooh. I'm gonna go get a Sharpie and sign that part of the wall. This is just pure 110% overdriving attempt here. I'll probably bin it by the end of the lap, but it probably was fun to watch. Somebody count how many times I brushed the barrier this lap. All that effort netted me 0.3 of a second, which might be enough to hold us in 5th. We'll have to see. Oh, I hit it again just for a good measure. We shall see. We shall see.
The grid is all set then for the race tomorrow. But before we go, let's quickly remind ourselves of our top 3, who are Vettel, Bottas, and Lewis Hamilton.
Nice.
Goodbye for now then, but we're really just getting started. Make sure to join us again for Lights Out tomorrow.
We beat Verstappen, which is important. That will help us. And yeah, we'll be lining up 10th if nobody else has penalties. I'm okay with that. Alright, here's your update on this stuff. As you can see, it's pretty close. Pretty close. But it's early. And teams update. Not that it matters, but interesting to watch. Let's listen to our voicemail.
Hi,
Eighth?
Emma here.
Eighth.
Just wanted to let you know what
Seventh?
the team are
Eighth.
hoping for in the race.
7th. Alright. That's doable from 10th if I don't bin it. Let's get to it.
Hulkenberg, Bottas, Fernando Alonso, and Grosjean.
There's your big
Stoffel, Van Dorn,
grid upset.
and
Bottas
Kevin
had a bigger
Magnussen,
penalty than us.
Ericsson, and Pascal.
So we're 9th.
Okay, don't try anything silly into one. It's gonna be crazy in there. Just do your best to stay out of trouble.
Well said. Well said. Yeah, I don't see any reason to significantly change the strategy. We put some more fuel in it though. 22 laps worth. We're gonna go from the ultras to the supers basically whenever we want. I swear that guy in front of us just rolled his eyes. Let's go do this. And here's what I know about the guy at Monaco. They're super slow on lap 1, and then superhuman after that. So let's see what we can do with it. Oh, bold move by Massa. Might actually gain us position. Did indeed. Oh, we'll kind of let that gap out for a moment. Wow, great start by Massa.
Okay,
P5.
that's a good start. Keep it up.
I like that Bottas is even further behind than us. Because it's really got the front of this field pretty mixed up. Gives us a lot of opportunity here if I can keep this thing in one piece. We were technically faster than the 2 cars ahead of us. But, you know, where do you pass here? Oh my. Almost didn't make it through lap 1. It was very, very close. Bump number 2. I think Ricardo just bumped it. One place that I am typically faster than them. Well, I overhit the brakes, so much for that. And everybody gets sandwiched together here. I kind of would like to see it stay this close between us all here. I think I run better when I can have cars that I'm right behind. I don't think the aero wash is nearly as big a deal here as it is at most places. I can't believe Massa is actually well staying ahead of Ricardo.
Okay, entering lap 3 now. DRS has been enabled.
Why do they wait till lap 3 to enable that? Why not lap 2? Why not lap 1? Is it like to give everybody the fair chance to get away from each other? So this is so not the place to do this. But somebody in the comments of the last video wanted to know my opinion on whether or
Engine
not...
is looking a little worn. Power output will be less than
Shut up, Jeff.
confirmed.
Whether or not Formula One is too manufactured these days. Are they trying to manufacture the entertainment too much? That's an interesting question. Especially to someone who I consider myself only vaguely a Formula One fan. You know, not certainly not obsessive about the sport. But I do follow it, and obviously I play the video games. But it's also a topic that I've talked about at length with NASCAR. You know, are they trying to sell a product, or are they trying to make a racing series? Honestly, my take, I think Formula One has a very nice balance right now of entertainment versus, you know, just pure motorsport. The formula is always going to be convoluted. That's Formula One, you know. You could say, you know, there's just too many rules, there's too many restrictions and things. That's what makes Formula One to me. If there's not rules and restrictions, it's not a formula at all. It's just who's got the biggest wallet. That wasn't a warning. I'm surprised. Not to say it's not who has the biggest wallet right now, but it could be much worse. And it has been in the past. So no, I don't think it's too entertainment based. I don't think it's too showmanshipy. It's not WWE. I think, you know what probably gives you that impression? Watching the TV coverage. This applies to NASCAR and F1. They try so hard to build hype on anything that it basically waters down the actual entertainment value. You know, your product is being watered down because they're constantly shouting that everything is awesome, which makes nothing seem awesome, which just makes them try even harder to make you believe everything is awesome. So maybe try to focus more on the race and less on... I don't watch any pre-race stuff. I don't watch any post-race stuff other than maybe a podium interview. These tires are going off. And I think that gives me a much better image of the sport. Most of the races I actually only catch in highlight form due to time zones and whatnot, and just schedule restriction. Boop. Boop. Rear tires up. No. I did not think he had stuck his nose in there. And he had. Alright, conversation over. It was almost race over. Jesus. And that was my bad, I guess. I didn't realize he had stuck his nose in there. I was a little slow. Good lord. That did not seem like a place to pass. This is what I mean about how they go from absolute dunces on lap 1 to superhuman. They just seem to never be affected by tire wear here at all. It's very frustrating. Curious if I took some of his front wing off or anything there, but I didn't get a warning or any collision detections. So probably not. So very, very oversteery right there. Can't wait to get these tires off of the car. You sick-minded freaks. Frustrating that I've really lost Ricardo here. Oops. I wonder who they give pit priority to, me or Massa. I wonder when he's gonna pit. I would imagine Massa, which means he's gonna pit a lap earlier than me. See. Oh yeah, a bunch of people just pit right now. Okay, so I'll be pitting this lap then. It's so quiet now that I told Jeff to shut up. What's nice is Verstappen didn't pit. Oh, Massa didn't pit. I bet I was supposed to pit on 7, but Jeff didn't say anything. I didn't realize shut up Jeff would make him say nothing. I thought he would still tell us to pit. Shoot. Well, hopefully he has enough of a lead on us that we don't stack in the pits. Or maybe Moss is going to go an additional lap, I don't know. I think I would have seen that pit flashing on the wheel. But maybe not. There's yellow behind us. Speak up, Jeff.
Copy.
No, not shut up. I want you to talk more. Also, okay, he's in the pits now. Alright, well. We're gonna stack.
Felipe in the pits. Felipe has
How
pitted.
stacked are we? We should be out soon. Yeah, we're good. Cost me a second. Oh, well, I got super held. Super held. This is very frustrating. This whole mechanic right here, super frustrating. Hamilton's out of the race. That happened. Bottas just got around us. I think our point stay is now over. Thanks to those shenanigans. Oh, somebody's wing just went flying. It's, again, my fault. I obviously didn't see the wheel flashing that I was supposed to pit. I'm just a big dummy. We'll see if we can at least score a single point or something. I mean, with Mercedes scoring no points today, apparently. Or very few. It's not the end of the world. Shit. Yeah, I really thought that Shut Up Jeff only took away the unimportant calls and left the important ones like pit. Pit right now. You know I wanted to. Should have stayed out another lap. Should have stayed out another lap. I could have done it. It would have been dicey, but I could have done it. Get your ass in gear, Bottas. Here we go. All right. 11th. I'm not super happy about that, but we're in 11th. We got held for probably like 10 seconds on pit road there, because our team doesn't know how to release. Like, I understand getting held on pit road, but there was plenty of actual gaps in there. And I see them release side by side all the time during the race. I regret putting fuel in the car now, although it's actually not that much. Anybody else pitting? No. I was hoping there was a couple that went long. We'll see, that might be the case. Started on supers and are going longer before going to ultras. We get one or two to do that. I'll just hold my position here and get her point or two and move on. I mean, I came here expecting no points. So if I leave with no points, or if I leave with 1 point, meh, whatever. Mercedes having this very bad day is going to help us significantly, though. In the future. It's weird how much different the race space is. But I guess that has to do with, you know, trying to keep the car in one piece. It's not like they run faster in the race, it's just that they don't run as much slower as I do. That makes sense? Alright, now we're getting stacked up in here. This is where it's gonna get ugly. Almost as ugly as that wall I just snapped. Just think happy thoughts like Canada next. Canada with 2 upgrades on the car. That sounds like a fun time. Whoa! Sail it over the curbs. Will do. Just no passing opportunity here. It's crazy that if I passed all 3 of them, it wouldn't even put us where we're supposed to finish. That's how much that pit stop hurt. Lesson learned there. Never tell Jeff to shut up. He will spite you. Evil Jeff. Come on, Bodas. Make a move. Really seems like nobody in the race tried any different strategies. That's surprising. Makes me wish I tried it. Oh, those turns, shit. Imagine how much I hate Monaco. Make sure you're aware. I just want to score a point, really. What we need is Botas to get around Hulkenberg. Then we can work on Hulkenberg. I don't think I can work on Botas. Little touch. Just a little touch. This DRS zone means nothing. Absolutely nothing. Sign seemed like he really lost the back end there. So now this is really a glob. You guys should start hitting each other. Get mad at each other. I'm worried about using this rich fuel for the sake of burning the rear tires up. I'll stay closer. I don't think it's helping. It's just making me overdrive the car. That was close. Oh, man. Every time I see the leaves there, I think somebody's hit each other, and that would be what we need. Gosh. I'm flirting with the walls way too much all of a sudden. The fact that Bottas can't even get around Hulkenberg is the epitome of why this place is so awful to race at. It's a spectacle. It's very important to F1. It will never go away, I don't think. Boy, is it awful. Yikes. Car is starting to get very oversteery there. I gotta be careful being that close to him. Who's this? Our line doesn't affect us. Fuck. Oh man. Monaco. I mean, I basically have nothing to lose here, is why I'm driving so aggressively and smacking walls and bullshit like that, because 11th and 20th, pretty much the same result in Formula One. I think 11th is likely the worst place to finish in the field. Whoops. What the what the fuck, game? Morning collision with Botas? What the fuck was that? Oh. Need I say more?
A great win then. So here they come now, out. And after this round of the World Championship, here's how things look in the drivers' table. Well, the lead at the top has come down after a poor result for our points leader. Moving on to the driver of the day then. Anthony Davidson, who would you go for?
Probably Carlos Sainz. You know, strong pace, good work with the strategy, just a very complete drive, I think.
On to the constructors then. Ferrari extend their lead at the top of the championship. Meanwhile, Toro Rosso's strong weekend allows them to continue their march up the table. After all that excitement, it's time for a lie down, I think. Thanks for joining us, and goodbye until the next race.
I don't know anything to say.